So, we picked up some tasty mushrooms with the help of Martin the Mushroom Man.
We caught a healthy serving of brook trout, thanks to Trout Unlimited Canada.
We got some deliciously fresh fruit and vegetables from the farmer's market with a little guidance from Cristal.
And we topped it all off with a locally brewed beer from Socrates at the Banff Avenue Brewing Company.
Only one thing left to do. Give it all to Lonny, our chef, and get cooking. Is that 4?
That's 4, isn't it?
I gotta start all over again. Every part of this dish was going to be cooked over a campfire or camp stove next to this beautiful river.
Gourmet food in the great outdoors, love it.
So when these guys have sat for about say 10 minutes on ice, then we're gonna put them in with an X of willow stick through here.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
And then we're gonna put them on the coals, or above the coals, and kind of cook them that way.
How long would they take to cook?
It really depends on the fire, but probably going to do 15 minutes or so, in total, somewhere around there.
This being a new experience, clearly I had some questions for Lonny.
When I marinate fish, I'm usually marinating it for like an hour, 2 hours. Why are we just marinating for like 2 hours?
And with the fresh fish, we really want to do, just keep the flavor of the fish going.
Okay.
Right. I don't want to saturate it with beer. The beer is going to be a subtle seasoning. It's not going to be a flavoring.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Makes total sense.
Makes sense to me. We worked hard getting all these fish. Might as well taste them.
Plus, Lonny had one more surprise local ingredient for us.
And what I want to get into is the sea asparagus.
I've never heard of sea asparagus.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, this is phenomenal. This comes right off my beach in Gabriola Island, BC. And I mean, it's just awesome. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook it just like you would regular asparagus.
Okay.
Rapidly boiling salted water.
Okay.
Cook it quickly. We're going to take it out. We're going to cool it in an ice bath.
Oh, wow.
Lock in that green flavor, that green color, and also the flavor. And then when we're ready at the last minute, we're just going to pan fry it with some butter, some salt and pepper.
Super.
And the awesome thing is, this is going to cook down. You're going to get the whole thing in your mouth. You're going to pull it out between your teeth and your tongue, and you're going to end up with a skeleton of the sea asparagus and a mouthful of delight. And I like to call it, asparagus times 3. It's just, the flavor is so amazing.
Does it taste anything like asparagus?
It does.
It does.
Just, kind of like buffalo is beefier beef.
Right.
Sea asparagus is, just asparagus times 3.
Wow.
Seems worth a try.
Good.
Cheers.
These are professional.
A bit like eating and flossing at the same time.
Yeah, but I doubt your dentist is going to sign off on that for you.
Oh, they're so good.
No.
While Lonny saw to the trout and sea asparagus, we got to work prepping our side dishes.
Yeah, much richer in color than store-bought. Wow, look at that. That's great.
There's always a lot of chopping involved with vegetable dishes.
But it's worth it in the end.
Oh, that's so good.
Semi-sweet.
Yeah. It was interesting, Martin, when we were doing the mushroom hunt or the forage, he told us, because safety was a concern.
Yeah.
He told us no mushroom, not including portobellos, are really safe to eat raw.
And
I had no idea.
I had no idea.
no nutritional value raw.
Really?
You have to break down that chitin
When you
cell
put
wall.
mushrooms in a salad, there's no nutritional value.
Important tip, folks. Always cook your mushrooms.
Now, there's no point in making a meal this good and not sharing it.
So, we invited some special guests to our campfire cookout.
So we are here with Nick and Christina
The trick with this is we want to
from
have really
chomp.ca. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So-
What does chomp.ca do?
It's Canada's dining guide, and so it's dining details
go
and
ahead, yeah.
restaurant deals.
Oh, cool. So people can go online and get discounted vouchers for different restaurants and pubs and stuff?
They can do that. They can also get a lot of information and videos and that sort of
pepper
Oh, that's
on
great.
top here.
That's great.
Now that the fish was marinated and chilled, we just had to get it over the fire.
Over the fire, not in the fire. We definitely didn't have time to go and get more brook trout.
The skewer technique we were taught provided some benefits when it came to basting and seasoning.
Lonny, the way the sticks, the way you showed us how to do the sticks, it actually formed a little cup. That was completely planned by you, right?
Yep.
That's
all part of the plan.
That's
all the
superior
grand
chef
scheme.
skills.
That cupping that, we do not want to waste one drop of that beer marinade.
or not? That'd be alcohol abuse.
Cup the trout.
That would be alcohol abuse.
And so we kept things nice and simple, focusing on the ingredients that we had gathered.
Which is real nice.
That's beautiful.
And again, you're doing it super simple. There's no magic ingredient in this. I know you'd probably wish there was.
No. Don't mess with nature. Don't interfere with these flavors. I mean, they're just so nice. It'd be a shame to ruin them.
And so it was finally time to eat.
At long last.
It's delicate.
Cheers.
There you go.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ching. Ching. Oh.
Oh, wow. Not too shabby. Very good. How is it? It's good?
Yeah, you get a little bit of the herb. You definitely get the smoke. That is really good.
As good as it looked and as good as it tasted, Matt was determined to find that extra last piece of fish.
How do you? Jim was telling us how to find the cheek.
On a cod.
So no, but Jim told us that we're even on these small fish, you can still get a little piece of cheek, and it's delightful. But I
Fish
don't.
cheeks are a delicacy, but I don't know if you can find it.
I don't know.
Like there's nothing.
It's right there. There you go.
Nice.
There it is. Oh, well done. Just peel it right back.
I found it, but there was still plenty of fish left to eat.
Just peeled right off.
Lonny made us a brilliant dinner just by letting the ingredients we found speak for themselves.
Absolutely delicious.
You got that right, mate.
First, we had the mushrooms. Very rustic, rich and buttery. A taste that matched the fresh, crisp outdoor smell of Canmore.
The texture was a little bit rubbery, which I don't usually look for, but it really works well, especially on the lobster mushrooms.
And the butter really brought out the essence of the forest.
The trout were a little small, being cold water trout, but there was actually a lot of meat on them.
That's right, light, flaky, just needed a little butter and a few herbs to really enhance their flavor. It was delicious and good for the local fish as well. The farmer's market had an incredible variety of locally grown fruits and vegetables.
It was a renaissance of heirloom produce, and everything had some sort of story attached to it from the farmers that grew it.
A true farm-to-plate experience. And what we got just kicked our main ingredients into overdrive.
And it didn't even look that hard. Lonny cooked them in a way that anyone could do, and made a world-class meal out of it all.
You can say that again. All you need for an inspired dinner is a little motivation and some creativity with your local ingredients.
And a sense of adventure doesn't hurt.
Never does. Thanks to everyone we met for sharing your passions with us. And thanks to all of you for joining us on this great ride.
We're alright, and we're all in this together. We can make it to the finish. When we do, we will begin again. And all this life, like a ship out in the harbor, we can take it where we want. And when we do, we will be satisfied. So speak your mind, let your free flag fly. Don't take more than you need. Keep your heart open wide, yeah. We're alright, and we're all in this together. We can make it to the finish. When we do, we will begin again. And all this life's like a ship out in the harbor. We can take it where we want. And when we do, we will be satisfied. And we're alright, and we're all in this together. We can make it to the